Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning, getting ready for some good outdoor stuff. We've got a great guest here. We're going to talk about a lot of interesting stuff. So let's get started with our weather by Haney Technical School. Now, what they do up there, they have a whole realm of different possibilities if you want to go further your education as far as any kind of technical aspects, or anywhere from airplanes to body work to all the computer work. So give them a visit at 767-5500. Temperature this morning, ironically, doesn't happen very often. We're at 60 degrees at all of my checking points at Mariana, the Apalachicola, Panama City. Now 64 over west of us at Grayton Beach, but very mild. It's going to be a nice day. Get it about 75, 76. Be a nice breeze. In fact, the wind's going to be blowing out of the east again, 8 to 17. Now it's been coming. That's how we got that warm air. It started, last week it was coming out of the north and bringing that cold air down, but then the high pressure swung it on around. So we're getting the east end from that high pressure area, and the rain right now is out toward Louisiana, and hopefully it'll stay together and not break apart. And hopefully we're almost all praying for rain. It's so dry all around. Hopefully we'll get some rain tomorrow afternoon, late tomorrow, maybe early Thursday is what they're forecasting, and I certainly hope it's correct this time. The Carl Vernon Marine Specialties tide chart, taking a look at a tide. Now they're going to be strong again. We're looking at November the 8th, and low tide was this morning at 4:27. We just had low tide, and then high tonight at 7:03. But again, looking for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, great strong tides, around 2-foot tides this weekend, so it really looks good. And that front's going to bring in some cold air now. It should be getting back down into the 40s Saturday morning, but it should be some really good outdoor weather. I know these squirrel hunters are looking forward to it. Hopefully it won't be quite as windy. I remember I used to hunt with my dad squirrel hunt and all. He just didn't like the wind because he said you couldn't see the squirrels as good, and because all the leaves were moving and all. But anyway, we don't have any control over that. It may or may not happen on the wind. But full moon now. The November full moon is this Thursday night. All you mullet fishermen will know how important that is. They're going to really start balling up now after this full moon in November. So if you got your cast net, this will be a great weekend to have your cast net down by the bridge or somewhere watching for those mullet coming in. All right, let's take our first break and we'll be right back.
Now, if you thought that was easy, joining Panhandle Educators Federal Credit Union is even easier. Just call or click today.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership, built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
Welcome back, and a familiar face, Ronnie Groom.
Good morning.
Good to see Ronnie from C&G Sporting Goods, as you all know, and was the founder of C&G Sporting Goods, but we've got all kind of really good stuff here, Ronnie. So let's get started on what's going on in outdoors.
Well, I brought a pile of things here. You know, Christmas is not that far off.
Well, he looks like Santa Claus already come.
Yes, he has. And I brought some things that are for sportsmen and also some ideas for gifts and maybe stocking stuffers, that kind of thing, just a variety of things to talk about here. One thing that we carry a lot of hats for the colleges, and this is one for Alabama.
In pink.
And it's pink. And we got Alabama and Georgia, we got them in pink. It says Alabama on the back. And, you know, we carry, of course, we got to have Florida State, and we got to have the Gators.
That's right.
So these are some good items, just little things that people love to wear the college hats.
Yeah, I know you got an Auburn one down there too, I'm sure.
Probably somewhere down there.
Yeah.
We got Auburn and Mississippi, Georgia.
We were talking about the color pink. Now these girls just love to buy outdoor stuff in pink.
These girls want pink.
Did you say someone bought a pink gun or something?
Yeah, we carry pink guns. You know, when we first got them, I told Ray, I said, you know, those not going to sell. But I was surprised. But it's funny. Some of the girls just love them, and some of them say, I don't want a pink gun.
It's girlish.
Yeah, that's right. That's girlish. But the best thing a woman can do in getting a pink gun is she don't have to worry about her husband messing with it.
There you go.
Borrowing it or shooting it.
That's for sure.
Okay, let's get into a few items here that the hunters particularly use. Pine scent. You know, these are cover scents that you put on to hide the human odor. And that's Tinks. That's a very popular brand. And,
I remember years ago, get back before you go any farther, on that pine scent, I remember years ago, a long time ago, you were talking to somewhere, I might have been down there talking to you, this was a long time ago, and you were telling me that before, and this before all this became popular, even before it started manufacturing, I remember you, and it always stuck with me, you would take your clothes the day before and wrap them up in pine straw.
Yeah, put it in a bag with pine straw. And
this was way back before any of this became popular, and you were sort of ahead of your time. It stuck with me, though.
You know, when it first started coming out with scents, game scents, a good friend of mine, Hugh Blackburn, he had a bear archery company, said, we need to start us a scent company. And I said, that's not going to fly. And we missed a golden opportunity.
Yeah.
Another good manufacturer of outdoor products is Wildlife Research. They make all kinds of stuff now. They make soap, and they make toothpaste and shampoo and stuff to wash your clothes in to kill the scents, and we have a big selection of that. And they make all kinds of scents. This is a golden estrus, which is a very popular scent, cover scent.
Well, what I like about that, you can just hang it off a limb on a twig.
Yeah, right.
Dip it in there. It's a great.
Right. You got these little hangers in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And it'll last for days like that. And we carry a lot of Code Blue. They make a lot of the scents too. It's just probably the top three companies there, those three. And even we would have stuff for pigs.
They're starting to come with that now, huh?
You know, people are always coming and talking about boar hunting. We always just said pig hunting or hog hunting. You know? I don't want a boar.
I don't either.
I'm thinking about eating that rascal.
I'm the same way.
This is a new scent, a new game call for deer. And I was impressed with it. It came in yesterday, and it makes a very good sound. That's a more realistic sound than most of them make.
That is. Now, who makes that? Do you know where it comes from?
No, I forget the name of the manufacturer of that. But we got them in the store, and you can adjust it. It's got a lever here. You can adjust it down where it'll call a fawn, or it'll call a buck, grunt, whatever you want to do with it.
And something like that, just being in a tree stand, if it's real slow and all, that's something fun to play with.
That's right.
They just adjust and play around with them.
And you know, somebody come in and say, well, it didn't work. Well, it's, just like a turkey call, they don't always work. You got to have something first in hearing, and he's got to be conducive to coming in. A little deer is not going to come into a big buck call, a grunt call. You know, he get whipped if he comes in.
Ronnie, I was going to ask you this too. A lot of times you'll see a buck might be spooked from somewhere else and maybe start running through. You just see it sort of on the edge of your field or something. I hear all kinds of stories, and I've done it whistling and slap and different kind of things. What have you done anything ever special just to stop the deer from running, or
if he's in range, you can do about anything, he'll stop. Sometimes I just say whoa, or just make a sound, some kind of sound. He's going to stop and look. But you're not going to have long. You better be ready when he does that.
Yeah.
if he's out there out of range, particularly if you're bow hunting, he's out of range, you need to use one of these calls like I just showed, or some rattling horns. Here again, it's not going to work every time, but it's just another little trick to have in your bag, and the more little tricks you have, the better chance you have. Because I guarantee you, if he's leaving, you're not going to run him off. He's already leaving, but there's a good chance he'll stop and come back in.
It seems like a certain amount of them are just curious about something when they hear a noise. They just want to try to locate it.
A deer's a very curious animal, especially young deer. Now, the old ones, the old bucks, they're not very curious. You know, they're not going to hang around, and they're not going to play games with you. They're going to get out of there.
Yeah.
They're smart, and the really old ones, you know, they're nocturnal almost, and they're hard to kill now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to kill a really mature deer because they know where to go, where they never smell a human.
Yeah.
And I think smell is the most important thing in the deer's. And to help him, if he can smell things, and he's not going to put up with anything. He's going to get out of there. This right here is something that is really nice. This is a viewer. You can take your cards out of your camera and stick it in here and view them. And it's got a big screen. Most of them are small screens. This one's got a big screen.
That is.
And you can stick the cards in there, and you can store them on this, or you can take the cards home and show them on the TV. But this is a very nice apparatus here. You can just watch these things and see what you got.
That is nice. That's a big screen right there.
It's a big screen. Most of them are, you know, just 2-inch. This one's 4-inch.
Okay.
And we sell a lot of those things.
All right. Let's, we have a good time now after this camera shot. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back with a lot more stuff.
On down to Blue Water Outrigger, where you'll always find friendly service, fresh and saltwater fishing rods, top of the line men's and women's apparel. Don't forget to pick up your live baits and let us help you with all your outdoor needs. Check out our wide selection of top quality reels and hunting necessities and everything in between. Come see us or order online. We'll be waiting for you right next door to Piggly Wiggly, Port St. Joe.
Coastal Grill, located in the heart of beautiful Port St. Joe, was established in 2002 by Patty and Dewey Blaylock as a family-owned coastal restaurant. In Port St. Joe, we meet at Sunset. Sunset's open for lunch and dinner every day of the week. Fresh seafood's brought in daily and served in a variety of traditional and creative ways. Try our award-winning gumbos. Steaks are grilled simple and perfect over an open flame grill. Our homemade soups, sauces, and salad dressings are so popular, we sell them retail. And don't forget, see the sunset at Sunset.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine, your authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991. Captain's Cove Marina, designed with fishermen in mind. Easy access to the best fishing along Florida's Forgotten Coast. Deep sea fishing, fly fishing from a kayak, cruising endless miles of bayous, bays, and the intercoastal waterway. Count on the captain's crew to work hard to make your day on the water the best ever. Captain's Cove Marina, 1617 Grouper Avenue, Port St. Joe, 850-227-3357.
So I can.
Okay, sitting here with Ronnie Groom talking about, you know, outdoorsmen that have so many here in the Panhandle, and all these things are so neat, Christmas gifts and all. And speaking of which, now we were talking about the Panhandle Outdoor Shop. We talked about that last week. We open up open up our web page right there, and go on the far right to hit shop, and then you get your T-shirts, Panhandle Outdoors T-shirts, exclusive dealer. That's Don Allen running that for us. Your shirts and your caps from Panhandle Outdoors right there. And another great Christmas idea. This is Jeff Pex, our director here, always behind the camera. All these shots you get, that's always Jeff running around doing a good job. Right. And you deal with him. This is his video, Walk Through Nature. And you sold out.
Yeah.
You getting some more today.
I'm getting some today.
Getting some today. So this is a great Christmas gift. I watched this. It's just so relaxing. And that's y'all's wild game cookout at First Methodist. Y'all put it on the wall, don't you?
Yeah, we have two great big screens in the church, and while everybody's having their dinner, they can watch these scenes, and it's
Nature
just
scenes.
everybody just loves it. It's really a nice thing.
Nice
They did a
gift there.
tremendous job on it.
He sure did. Great Christmas gift. Okay, and you had good luck with your grandson on a recent hunting trip, didn't you? Were telling about a nice
Yeah,
buck?
we during the bow season. In fact, it was last Saturday. Ron the third killed a 160-pound 8-point. It was really a nice deer.
That's a big deer now, 160 pounds.
And you know, I've heard the archery season has been good so far. I think this cool weather's really helped us.
Yeah.
This has been a fine fall as far as the outdoorsman is concerned, unless you're on the boat, and it's been kind of rough out there on the boat.
We just had our trip called off. I was saying this past weekend. That's twice we've had it called off, but we just can't help that.
No.
What about your food plots? I guess they're all a little dry right now.
Yeah, the food plots need some rain real bad right now. But you know, hopefully we got a chance Thursday. I think of a good rain.
We hope
Maybe.
so.
We sure need it.
Okay. What are a couple other things you got here?
This is a thing that is really handy right here. This is the
Tervis.
Tervis company makes these. You can't break them. You can drop them, and keeps things hot and cold. And it's really, really nice. And we sell a ton of this stuff. And you can get them with. We got them with deer and turkeys on them and that kind of thing. We got them for different schools.
Yeah.
And it's really a good gift to give somebody those Tervis tumblers.
They are.
And this is always a good item. You know, about every time we come this time of year, we start talking about game cameras, and we have about 7 or 8 different brands down there, and they've gotten down pretty inexpensive now. But this is the most popular. This is a Cuddyback. This is the most popular one out there right now. But for Christmas or just right now, you need to have these things out. Mm-hmm. You know, the deer my grandson killed, we knew where he was. He kept coming in regular at his place, and we put him in there, and he made a good shot, and it really makes a difference in your hunting. And it's about as much fun as hunting as taking pictures and watching these deer. You know, I just really enjoy it. We can't wait every week to go up and pull the cards out and see what's in there.
And it said the battery life that lasts almost the whole season there.
Yeah, they've really improved that. You know, last year they'd last about a month or so, and you'd have to put new batteries in them. Got a few items here in clothing type stuff. This is a hood that you wear, and it's warm, plus it's got a bill on it, and it's leafy so they can't see you. But the bill is good because a lot of times you got the sun out there on you, and you need that bill to keep the sun off of you. I've used this for a couple of years, and it's really nice. And just for plain warmth, you know, we got the big one like this, comes all the way down over your neck.
That looks warm.
Yeah, that is warm.
That's Real Tree?
Yeah, that's Real Tree.
That's a good brand.
And it's really warm. And this is something that you need to keep in mind. This is a foot warmer, and we got hand warmers. You know, when it gets cold,
that's the first thing
these
goes.
things are fine. Now, all you got to do is take them out, and they'll stay for 7 or 8 hours. You can get heat out of them.
And nothing more miserable than having cold feet in tree stand.
I don't know how many times my ears got real cold. I take one of these and hold it on my ear, keep warm. And we got all kind of good warm socks. This is a Browning sock. And, if you're not going to stay warm and comfortable, you're not going to stay in a stand very long.
No, you're not.
So that's a good item there. We really enjoy good. You need to be comfortable out there. I know so many people are out there and they're freezing, they're wet or something. You just need to get the right gear for the right weather.
And the thing about it, if you do get those warm socks and the warmers and everything, it does make it comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more easier. I know
you'll be a lot more successful and stay there longer if you're comfortable. Especially if you're taking youngsters out there. You know, take more clothes than you think they need. You can always take it off.
Yeah, dress in layers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an item, we carry a hunting and fishing license, and this is a map of the management areas. This is the Occolotany River map. But these maps got each management area has its own rules and regulations. And these things have maps inside that'll show you, where to go. It's got all the rules in there, and we carry them for all the management areas. And we're fortunate. We've got a lot of management areas here.
Yeah, we do.
And you need to take advantage of them. And we've got some really good hunting and fishing on these management areas, but you need to have the rules because each management area, like I said, could have different rules, different dates they're open, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I really encourage people to get out and take advantage of these things.
Well, we were talking too, a lot of times, not just getting out fishing and hunting, just you were talking about y'all had some friends out just looking at some wildflowers a while back.
We took some friends out in the woods, and they were just thrilled to see all the yellow flowers and all the woods colors this time of the year. You know, the cypress trees, everything is just beautiful. And you know, you don't have to hunt. You just get out and enjoy the outdoors and have a good time. You know, do a little barbecue, cook some hamburgers or something. Just get out and have a good time.
And I talk to my students constantly about just doing those kind of things. And you know, one thing about it, one advantage is dry weather. There's not a lot of advantages, but one of them down in these swampy areas. They're dry now, so a lot of times, and to me, I don't think anything more beautiful than a river swamp.
Right.
The trees and the old cypress knees and all that. And
a lot of people talk about that's just a swamp. I love a swamp.
Yeah, I do too. and so now with it being dry, you can sort of walk through it. And I did that the other day, and it's just really beautiful there.
And you'd be surprised, you know, you find deer horns and all kind of little relics out there in the woods. And, you know, we need to get these kids out in front of a television all the time and get them out in the woods, let them get some good exercise, and see what life's all about. See what nature's got out there, and you'll be amazed. And it's good entertainment for them. It costs almost nothing to get out there and just let them walk and look and play. And we take our grandkids up and they ride four-wheelers, and we cook out and just have a good time. That's, you know, family life is what it's all about.
That's exactly right. And the older we get, the more we know that. But it's hard for the young people. A lot of times they're competing against all these other things for their attention. And it's
I see these kids doing this all the time, you know, and I thought,
it's amazing. Yeah, it is. Let's take our final break. We'll come back with our Express Lane fishing game forecast for today.
When you think of a successful hunting season, two things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short track and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
It's the one dream you never lost sight of. To own one place that truly inspires you. And one tractor that can help you handle it all. The versatile BX50 series subcompact tractor from Kubota. It's the one.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Sowell Tractor today.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your serious money advisor!
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your business.
All right, we're back now. Let's look at Express Lane fishing game forecast for today, brought to us by Express Lane, American-owned and American-operated. Our morning time, we're looking at 9:49 to 11:49 this morning, and this evening from 10:10 to 12:10. Good time to go if you get a chance. Ronnie, we were talking about the success of C&G. You know, a lot of times people wonder, how old is your company?
61 years.
61 years. And I know that the place in Gainesville, a sporting goods store down there, when I was a student there, I used to love going to it. I just found out this past year they just went out of business, and you know, it's heartbreaking because it's a little family-run business and all. But then I look at C&G Sporting Goods, y'all been in business for that long. There's got to be some things y'all are doing right.
Well, you know, we try. The main thing is we take care of our customers. We treat them right. We treat them honestly. If we got a problem, we take care of it. You know, a lot of people run way out of town to buy stuff, and If you got a problem, you got to take it back, and plus it's expensive if you're traveling somewhere to buy something. And all the money that's made in C&G Sporting Goods stays in Panama City.
Yeah, and I see these gun shows that come in town for, and it just irritates me. I've never been to one. I never plan to go to one because those people coming out of town, they're going to make that money. They're going back to Miami and spend it down there.
Yeah, we just try to, be honest with people and just take good care of them and appreciate. We really appreciate our customers. We have a clientele that's just great people. We really appreciate them. We take care of them, and we work hard, and we try to do the right thing. And the man upstairs has smiled on us too. That helps a lot.
Well, it's just a great situation there. And I always ask our viewers, support our sponsors because this is what keeps us on the air. And especially Ron with all this information, I never have time to get back to one of the things I always want to talk to you about, some of the early diving days.
Yeah.
And one day we're just going to do a special show, and you bring some pictures of some of these early diving days because I don't know if people realize that you were just one of the pioneers in diving here in this area, and I know y'all had some great experiences. I remember when I was doing a book talking to you about those. It was just fascinating hearing those stories.
We need some more of your books.
Folks, I appreciate that, and I'm thinking serious maybe for next Christmas, maybe trying to get some more. I get a lot of calls. I'm very humble about that.
We do too.
And I'm from all over. I had a call from Memphis, Tennessee the other day. A guy named wanted one, actually wanted 4. So, but we'll talk about that. And
tremendous amount of history there. I mean, it's just great stuff.
And I'm completely sold out, so I get calls, especially around Christmas time. So we're going to look maybe, I don't know, we just have to look at it and see.
Good.
But I know we got about a minute or two left. What's your plans for the next couple of weeks?
Well, we're going to start getting ready for black powder, and it's coming up, and gun season starts Thursday, Thanksgiving, and we got 4 days there, so we got trying to get people ready. A lot of people wait around the last minute and want this done and that, and we really busy. We've really been busy down at the store.
Yeah, I know. When I was down
and that's
there,
a good thing.
That is great. That is great. Ronnie, thanks so much as always.
Thank you, buddy.
I just enjoy talking to Ronnie. We could talk for hours. And folks, I appreciate you watching the show this morning, and you do something good for somebody today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.